Alright, what's happening, guys? Welcome back to This Is Living. Before we hop into the video, I want to introduce you guys to my greatest travel hack of all time if you're going to book flights, rental cars, or hotels, anything like that. It's called NordVPN. You can download their app, go to their website, and essentially what it does is it changes your virtual location, which can save you tons of money. Say you're booking a hotel from here and I'm going to London. That hotel booked from here on my computer without NordVPN will be like, say, $500. But if I use a VPN like NordVPN and change my location to, say, Sweden, that's going to save me a couple $100s. So it's literally the greatest thing I've ever used for flights, hotels, and rental cars. So I suggest you try it. How could you not only be secured with NordVPN but also save money while traveling?
NordVPN also ensures that your data is safe whether you're sipping a cup of coffee at your local cafe or browsing on your mobile network. It's also super fast and easy to use, just a few clicks and you're protected.
So I really suggest you guys try this travel hack, especially summertime coming around right now. It's perfect. If you'd like to download NordVPN, click the link in the description of this video or go to nordvpn.com/koa. Check it out. It's also risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. All right, what is happening, guys? Welcome back to This Is Living. We have a very interesting video for you today. It's a lot different than what we normally do, but it was something that's been asked of for a long time. Me and Nate are probably going to do something like this on the podcast as well, but thanks to Magic Mind for letting me use their studio. I'm in California at the moment. Jack made me this video from Hawaii, sent it to me, and I'm going to kind of react, voice it over, and give a lot of insight and, I guess, knowledge to what's happening when you're getting caught inside at massive Cloudbreak in Fiji or just anywhere. So we put together a bunch of clips. I haven't seen it yet, so it's going to be my first time watching. I'm just going to walk you through everything that goes on when you are getting caught inside over the super shallow reefs and all that stuff. So like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, let me know what you think about a video like this if you'd like to see more, and if you have any other questions that I didn't answer in this video, leave them in the comments and I'll try to get to them. So let's start this video. All right. We got Tavarua Island Resort where we stayed for about 2.5 weeks. It was amazing. This island, if you look from directly above, is actually completely heart-shaped. But, okay, here's me on a wave. Oh, I see someone filming right there. Oh, I remember this. I know why Jack put that in. That wave actually hit me. It didn't look too bad right there, but that wave hit me very, very hard somehow. And then I don't know if this guy gets barreled, but I think I'm getting caught inside at the moment. I think that guy fell right there. Yeah, there. So right where I am, right there, about where I'm getting pushed right now, is getting very, very shallow. And if I get pushed a little more to the right, is the reef has its own name. It's called shish kebabs, and it's called shish kebabs because it is so beyond sharp. And it's the last place you want to end up. Honestly, anywhere in the world, that might be the scariest place ever to end up. Oh no! That guy went down. Yeah, that's where I'm getting pushed to right now. It's just scary because this wave, Cloudbreak, even on a small day like this, will just push you into like the worst spot. Dingo, making it. Oh man, old dog. He had a bad ankle right there. But he did a lot better than I did. I remember this day was very frustrating. But back to the reef at shish kebabs, where you get pushed into. It's these giant like coral heads. Okay, wait. After this, Bobby Martinez is up on a very sick wave. This was a good trip. This was really fun to surf with these guys. But back to the reef, right there where I'm about to end up. I'm getting pushed all the way in, and the reef is so beyond sharp right there. It's just these massive coral heads that are just like, they literally look like and feel like little razor blades everywhere. It's such a pain in the ass, honestly, if you get pushed into here, because you have to paddle over them. If it was any more low tide at this point, I'd have to be walking, and you'd just be cutting up your feet the whole time. But this wave is very interesting because it pushes you in so far for so long. And I'm sure Jack is saying some stuff right here while he's on the tower. And I'm luckily not on dead low tide. So see that guy just out there? He's in like the worst place of shish kebabs. Right there where the reef is popping up. I think he's going to be able to make it out. But just a little further out from where I am, where I have to paddle around to get back out, is just the worst reef ever. Honestly, at this point, I remember I was just sacrificing my surfboard. I was like, I don't care. I'm sorry, Paisel, but it is not worth getting reef stuck in your feet or your hands. I remember when I was duck diving, I would put my hands on my board like this, like just palms on my surfboard rather than grabbing it, just because you don't want to. I think the worst thing ever you can do, in my mind, like the biggest, like cringy, most painful thing ever, I've done it a couple times when I was a kid, and I'll never do it again because it hurts so bad, is when you're duck diving, you're holding your rail like this. Oh, this guy's stuck on the reef. But you're holding your rail, and you duck dive into dry reef. Your hands hit the reef from the bottom of your surfboard. So when I know I'm in a very, very shallow spot, I put my hands on the top of my board to duck dive. I know it sounds difficult because you're so used to duck diving holding it, but there's Shea Bula on the reef. The tide was just dropping. I got out just in time because these guys are going to have to walk over the reef, and it's not a short walk at all. You can't even get a jet ski in there to grab you. If it was bigger, you'd be able to get a jet ski on like behind a wave to come in and pick you up, but this is just some dry, shallow reef right here. And honestly, what we're looking at is not the sharpest part of the reef. The place I was talking about was just to the right of that shish kebab. So if I do have one bit of advice for you, it would be to, if you're surfing a reef break and you don't want to hurt your fingers while duck diving, you put them on the top of your surfboard. Okay, but here's what I was really excited to talk about is the big day. This was the day we went for, and this was probably one of my better waves of the day for sure. This was a very long, exhausting day. Thank God we had Abe there, Abe Lerner, on the jet ski. He is a complete animal on that thing, picking us up nonstop. Wow, no one on that wave. But this day we were getting caught inside nonstop right here. Look at everyone just getting caught inside. No one was in too bad of a spot, but it is the thing about Fiji and Cloudbreak is that it's just relentless. It's like getting caught inside a pipe, but just way longer, and it pushes you all the way in. And once you get pushed all the way in, you have to paddle all the way back around. And thank God Abe was there to pick us up, because it would have been a very short day without him. But I think the worst place you can be at like any spot, I guess. Oh, that's not Abe on the jet ski, it's someone else. But the worst place to be, I just had a friend ask me a question about like, where is the worst place you can be at? And honestly, it's the same for everywhere. The worst place you can be when you're getting caught inside is directly where the lip is landing from the wave. So you want to try to paddle. Sometimes you'll see, like in clips, someone's paddling straight to the beach just to get out of that horrible impact zone. Like there's that famous quote in the movie North Shore, when the wave breaks here, don't be there. But that is actually true. You want to be just a little further away from that, because if you're at a solid barreling wave and you got a lip landing directly on you, which it's always sucking you into that spot, is the worst place to be ever. This is a good wave. Yeah, it was a fun day, but we definitely got caught inside a lot. Let's see what else we got here. There's Abe. Abe was our savior in that yellow rash guard. No way we would have been able to surf without him. Another fun little wave. It was funny this day. See how it's breaking out the back? I would see sets coming, and it catches you inside. So a lot of them are second reefers, and everyone's duck diving right there, bailing and stuff. But I would see them coming. I was like, I'm going to go on the wave before just to get myself out of the impact zone and try to get down the line and watch everyone get caught inside instead of being the one getting caught inside. So I was on a lot of smaller waves that day just because I wanted to get out of the impact zone on waves like this. It's a powerful wave. I bet guys are getting smoked right there. I might be in there actually. I think I got caught inside about 15 times maybe this whole day, and it was rough. It was one of the most exhausting days ever. Yeah, there's people getting caught inside back there for sure, just like hoping it ends. It's funny, I was on a really short board for this day. I was on like a 6'4", and it's really easy to duck dive a 6'4", rather than being on what a lot of guys were riding was like a 7'4" to like 8'0". So my theory that whole day was go on the smaller ones before you get caught inside and have a smaller board to be able to get picked up. There's Abe. Abe saved literally everyone that day. There's me just being exhausted as ever, but could not stop surfing. There's Matt Miola. Everyone was just real tired at this point probably. It's probably midday right here on a full day of surfing. Let's see what we got here. So I think one of the better things you can do when you're getting caught inside, it always depends on the spot you're at, but a wave like this, honestly, I'm trying my hardest to fight my way back out and get under every one of these whitewashes, like everyone's just tombstoning and getting smoked. I'm doing everything in my power to get under the waves and get back out, because if you can make it back out, you just make it through the whole set, you can get back out into the lineup and chill. But if you get pushed all the way in, you're without a jet ski, you got about a 30-minute paddle to get back out to the spot. But waves like, say, Pipeline, sometimes you're getting so caught inside, and it honestly is better to let it just take you all the way in instead of fighting to get into that terrible impact zone where you may not make it back out, and it can be a lot more dangerous. So it just depends on the spot, really. Like, if it's not an open ocean wave like how Fiji is, and you can kind of get back out if you just get pounded for a little bit, try to make it back out. But if it's a really hollow wave and you're kind of close to shore, you could just redo the paddle around. You're good. That was me, I think, going straight on that wave. Probably I went on that wave knowing it was going to be a bad one just to get out of the impact zone of that next wave, and hopefully, because if you're inside here where everyone is, you're not getting as pounded as you would be if you were out the back where that second reefer is breaking. Because the second reefer is coming in, they throw, and the lip lands, the barreling wave lands on first reef. Here's Abe again. Can't thank him enough. We wouldn't have been able to surf today without him. He picked up literally everyone. He was the lifeguard on Tavarua. He was boat manning, and he went out of his way to pick up. See, here's everyone. Everyone's on first reef getting caught inside by second reef, but he went out of his way to pick up everyone who was surfing that day, even if they were staying on Tavarua or not. And there was like 30, 40 guys out, and he would pick everyone up. No one lasted very long, but oh look, that jet ski was right in the whitewash. Yeah, so everyone right there is kind of in an okay spot. You kind of let it just take you, but if you get sucked into the point where you're by, like if you're, so where Jack is filming all this footage from is kind of directly out from where I was saying shish kebabs is, that really shallow reef. And if you get sucked in to shish kebabs, so if you don't get picked up and see that person, I think that was me duck diving right there, if that sucks you all the way down the lineup in front of where these boats are, it becomes very, very hollow and slabby and very powerful. It's about max 8 to 10 foot. Oh, yeah, are they picking me up right there? Abe picked up Billy and then came to pick me up. Oh, did they get me? I might have been getting caught inside right there at Shish Kebabs. But that place right there is so brutal and painful to get caught inside because you don't know what to do. It's so shallow, you can't duck dive. And you don't want to just like hands on your board duck dive whatever, but it is pulling you into the impact zone. So it's putting you in the spot right where you don't want to be, where the lip is landing, and it's impossible to get out of there. Look at, we're beat. We're dead right there. I bet Ave is exhausted too from picking everyone up. Jeez, what a day. What a trip. I can't hear what I'm saying because I turned the audio off. You guys can hear it though. I just don't look too happy, but I just want you guys to know, deep down, I was very happy. But there's shish kebabs right in front of where the tower used to be. So that is Tomo strapped to the tower pole, the tower pole. He was riding the pole all day. So was Jack some days. But let's see here. Yeah, shish kebabs right in front of there. It's one of those it's one of the sections of the reef that just pulls you straight into the worst spot. Same thing that happens at Chopes in Tahiti, Chopo. When you fall, the worst, the last place you want to end up is, we call it the right. So when you fall, it's just this current pulling you so hard into that terrible impact zone where the wave just closes out and smokes you on dry reef. This Veets on probably the biggest wave of the whole trip. He didn't get 2-barrel, but that was a really sick wave. I definitely would have been really happy about that. I remember I watched him get that wave, and then I went out the back and sat there for maybe 2 hours until it was almost nighttime. Just because I thought they were going to keep coming, and I was over waiting on the inside for these, thinking those bigger ones were coming, when I should have just been on waves like that right there. Because honestly, that's some of the best waves I've ever been on in my entire life. Is first ledge Cloudbreak, which is inside reef. That was me. Pretty bad one. Very windy, kicking out. No shish kebabs. So that's nice.
What was that, a hooper knuckle?
Could cut that out maybe. I don't know what I'm pointing at right there. Oh, the windsurfers. I forgot. The windsurfer contest was about to start right here. And they kicked us out of the lineup, which I wasn't too mad about. Oh, wait, so I didn't sit out there till dark. Felt like dark. I think I went in right after this and went to bed. Oh, no, we made it till like 2 o'clock, actually. But I think the windsurfing contest started at around 12, but this day wasn't windy enough until around 2 or 3. So honestly, them coming out to start the contest, I was not mad about. But thank you guys for watching this video. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. We're going to do a lot more stuff like this on Mine and Nate's podcast, so go check that out. We're going to be posting a lot of videos there. Big shout out to Magic Mind and the whole team here for letting me use their podcast studio while I'm in California healing my foot. I'll be good in no time, just so you guys know. I'm here rehabbing my foot after what happened in Australia. But yeah, again, thank you guys for watching. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you next Wednesday.